You know, the whole renewable energy situation is in a process of development. We realize that we just can't use fossil fuels endlessly. That's probably not a good thing from a carbon standpoint to release that much carbon when we don't have to. I think most farmers are very conservation minded, very renewable, sustainable minded. And so the idea of putting renewable energy out there off your farm, that's a big positive. That's the best part. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. You free power from the wind. Well, from a farmer's standpoint, they provide income. I mean, they're renting part of your field and you get a paycheck for that. If you have a wind turbine development put on your farm, of course, you look out to the field, you see a big empty space, but let's think about it. The power is consumed largely in the large metro areas, Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Omaha, Des Moines. These are places where they need a lot of electrical power. And what's around there? Fertile farmland. First of all, for the layman to look out in the field, you see a big empty field and you think, well, it'd be easy to just put a wind turbine out there. But, this is where I make my living. This is, first of all, the topsoil is very precious. It's taken eons to form under our prairie grass soils and get enough organic matter from the prairie grass roots that have been there. And you disturb that when you dig and bury it. Most of the best farmland in Iowa has a subsurface drainage system. It has drain tiles which take off the excess water, and that helps our crops be the most bountiful possible. When you run a power line to take the power away from the windmill, which probably takes 100 concrete trucks full of cement to anchor those things so they stay up in a storm, you're going to cut all those underground drainage lines, and they're going to need repaired, and they're going to have upkeep. Especially in corn, part of our system to provide the highest yield crops is to put on an aerially applied fungicide. And in the summer, we'll have planes apply crop care products, and they're not going to fly close to those wind turbines. So you're probably going to have to accept somewhat of a lower yield on the fields that have a wind turbine in, because you can't use every standard of care in that field. I think wind power will continue to develop. I think that farmland falls a little bit victim to it's just easy to get a lot of space in a field. I question why we don't put this in non-crop areas. Why not put them in the desert or the wastelands, And so I think we'll work it out. It's just got growing pains right now.